I'm glad to see you again. I can't wait to see what will happen next.
Well,
Are you familiar with
oh,
Schrodinger's cat? Until you
that's
decide what
interesting.
happens, everything is happening at once. Like in Detroit.
You look like you have something on your mind, sweetie. Tell me. Doesn't it? It looks like she was going to say something. Alrighty. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, what is up, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines, Chaos Blur. This is beginning to become an everyday occurrence, literally. This is my, third, fourth straight day streaming, and today it's Detroit Become Human yet again. She really looks like she wants to say something. And she couldn't have said it any better herself. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next. All the stories are really kind of on cliffhangers right now, particularly Connor's story, which is what we're going to start with today. Just unbelievable. Probably one of the first holy crap moments I had in this game where I actually did not see that coming, even though, I guess in retrospect, I should have. Is anyone else getting Spider-Man vibes from this music? She looks really perturbed. She usually doesn't look like this on the menu screen. I'm genuinely, more interested in this menu screen right now because I feel like she's going to start, yelling at me or something. Plus, the music was never like this before. So yeah, it's kind of interesting already, as you can see how a menu screen can inspire somebody. But seriously, I've really been enthralled with this game. It's almost like watching a movie or a show or something. And yeah, I realize I'm in control of it, but, it just doesn't even feel like that, even though I am, because I'm just like, holy crap. Anyway, let's get back to it with Connor's story. Wait, did that not really happen? Oh, this is that place he goes to again. Okay, this might prove my theory that this is some kind of robot purgatory, or this is supposed to be like his mind, because look at how ruined it is now compared to the last couple times we were here. That's some good symbolism. See if there's anything I can explore, any of these little rocks or trees. Sometimes I know last time I was able to kind of gain some information that way. So yeah, this is definitely supposed to be like his mind or his inner workings. I guess I won't spoil it for anybody who didn't watch my last episode, but bound to find out one way or another. So that was slightly different. Is that Amanda out in the boat? Like, well, you done goofed up big time this time. I will go and see her, but I do want to see what else is in here. Or in my head, I should say. I always love stuff like this anyway. Like the whole literal interpretation of the mind and just different nature scenes and things like that. How does it all relate? I'm guessing this. I don't know why I would only be able to interact with that one thing and not anything else in this environment. What about this? Is that a gravestone? Died at so I did die. Holy crap. I actually died. Okay, that's kind of all the evidence I needed. I think that's a little more significant than talking to what's her name. Holy crap. I'm looking at my own tombstone. Why does a robot have a tombstone? I have no idea. So Hank did kill me, which I mean, I did get shot point blank in the head. I mean, they could have repaired me, and Marcus got repaired. So what, do I just live in here forever now, in my own personal purgatory? I don't know what Amanda's going to say to me that's going to be any more interesting than what I just saw.
Hello, Connor. I thought you might enjoy a little cruise.
To hell. Trusted. Well, this game doesn't give you anything. You even got to row your own boat. This looks fun.
I love this place. Everything is so calm and peaceful, far from the noise of the world. Tell me, what have you discovered?
I'm having difficulties with
He
Lieutenant
kind of
Anderson.
killed me.
He's unstable. Even
He
hostile.
shot me in the head.
He shot me in the
Thank
head
you.
last night.
A little hostile would be like he took the last crumb cake.
You seem lost, Connor. Lost and perturbed.
The investigation is more challenging than I
I also got
anticipated.
shot in the head.
But I have no doubt that I will solve this case and stop the deviants.
Screw your whatever. Instability.
If your investigation doesn't make progress soon, I may have to replace
I
you,
don't know
Connor.
who she's supposed to be.
I know I will succeed. All
These
I
guys are
need
easy to
is
get back on your
time.
side.
Something's happening.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
Something serious. Hurry, Connor. Time is running out.
Okay.
Why did you shoot me last night?
Really? That's how you ask it?
Who cares? You're back this morning, aren't you?
Some fragments of memory are lost every time I'm destroyed. It slows down the investigation.
My humblest apologies. I promise I'll never shoot you again.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Wouldn't mind seeing him take a tear. Shouldn't have saved him.
Hi, Hank.
Shit, what's going on here? There was a party and nobody told me about
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the news, so everybody's butting their nose in. Even the FBI wants a piece of the action.
Ah, Christ, now we got the feds on our back. I knew this was gonna be a shitty
I think
day.
every day's gonna be a shitty day, Hank.
So what do we got?
A group of 4 androids. They knew the building, and they were very well organized. I'm still trying to figure out how they got this far without being noticed.
You checked the roof? Not yet. There's so much to look at. We have to make sure we check it out.
They attacked 2 guards in the hallway. They probably thought the androids were coming to do maintenance. They got taken down before they could react.
I mean, the guy broadcasts himself on the TV. It shouldn't be that hard to find him.
Station employee. Shot through the back as he was trying to
I
get
remember
away.
that.
1 bullet straight through the heart from 50 feet. Now that's the kind of shooting only an android could do.
How many people were working here?
Just 2 employees and 3 androids. The deviants took the humans hostage and broadcast their message live. Then made their getaway from the roof.
Ooh, blood.
The roof?
Yeah, they jumped with parachutes. We're still trying to figure out where they landed, but the weather's not helping. If you want to take a look at the video broadcast by the deviants, it's on that
Yeah, I
screen
see
over
it.
there. Oh, Lieutenant, this is Special Agent Perkins from the FBI. Lieutenant Anderson is in charge of investigating for Detroit police.
What's that?
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
Androids investigating androids, huh? You sure you want an android hanging around? After everything that happened? Whatever. The FBI would take over the investigation. You soon be off the case.
Pleasure meeting you. Have a nice day.
You watch your step. Don't fuck up my crap scene.
What a fucking
I
prick.
want a dog, Hank.
I'll be nearby. If you need anything,
I gotta say,
just
the whole
ask.
shock of Connor getting shot kind of loses a lot of meaning.
Alright, well, let's have a look
It's just
around.
like, oh, I'm alive again,
Let me
whatever.
know if you find anything.
Okay, Lieutenant.
Apparently there's no ramifications to that. Hey, CSI Miami, what are you doing here?
What is your function?
I am a broadcast operator.
State your model.
Model GB300. Serial number 336-445-581.
Were you present when the deviants broke in?
I do not remember.
Has anybody accessed your memory recently?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you been in contact with any other androids recently?
Only station androids in the normal course of my function.
Run a diagnostic.
All systems fully operational.
Do I only interrogate that one guy? Alright. Still think that's a really awesome snack machine. I know somebody, well, a couple people helped them out. Notice I don't have to like do the reconstruction thing anymore, like it just seems to happen on its own. Starting to wonder if Connor actually did die and this is like another Connor they just kind of sent in, they uploaded some of the memory to him. Because this one seems a little more advanced or something, plus the gravesite that I saw in the place. I'm not making any sense, but... the heck is that guy? CSI thing wearing a garbage bag, glasses on his head.
Is forensics turned up anything?
I'll check with them.
About the security check. That's a camera there. So it was captured. So why is nobody checking that? Kill all humans. Not yet. Maybe though. And then play the game. I really will play the game after killing all the humans. There's another camera. Not sure which ending you got, so I don't want to like spoil anything. You mean of the main characters? Yes, although I'm still not convinced this is Connor. Also, Simon might be dead, but we don't really know. I also don't really care about Simon. Well, see, again, I don't want to spoil anything. Before I follow him up, I want to watch the message. Let's just say Connor had a interesting experience the last time I played this.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our
Yeah,
rights.
but there's different like endings, aren't there? Different parts of the story
we can live in
that
peace
you might not
and
see.
build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope
All right,
of
fine.
the
I'll just
people.
tell you.
You
Hank
gave
shot
us life.
Connor in the head,
And now the time has
and
come
even
for
though
you
this
to
is
give
Connor
us
now, I don't know if they just replaced him with another model or what.
Deviants say RA9 will set them free. This android seems to have that objective.
And I say that because when we went into Connor's little headspace, it showed a gravestone that had, well, his name. It said Mark 1, which makes me think this is like a new Connor.
See something?
I identified its model and serial number.
Anything else I should know?
No.
Well, he's hiding something. I have a feeling this game isn't going to have a happy ending for pretty much anyone. And it snows a lot in this place.
Made their way up through the whole building, past all the guards, and jumped off the roof with parachutes. Pretty fucking impressive, I'd say.
Oh, this part I didn't get to see. Oh, and I still won't.
How'd they manage to smuggle in a big bag like that?
They didn't. Someone brought it in for them.
Oh, that's strange. They planned a perfect operation but got the number of parachutes wrong.
Unless one of the deviants was left behind.
Yeah, we already established that. Apparently, none of you guys are very talkative. Oh, I thought it was gonna like cut to a cutscene. I didn't realize I was just getting a different viewpoint. So far, I'm not learning anything I didn't already know. What's this in the corner? Okay, did not tell me a whole lot extra. We're back in the building? Recently hacked. Deviant hacked the door to block it. Even knows that it's a female. There's blue blood all over here. And here a little bit. Androids didn't break in.
They didn't break in?
No signs of forced entry.
There are cameras in the hallway. The staff would have seen what was happening. Why did they let him in?
Maybe they didn't check the cameras.
Question the androids again. Say there's something screwy going on here, and I should know. I was Marcus for this. My plan did go off way too smoothly. Alright, boys, remember me? I'm gonna be serious.
One of you saw the attack on the surveillance cameras and said nothing. Which means there's a deviant in this
Maybe
room.
all three of you.
And I'm going to find out which it is.
I suck at these.
Why should you all be destroyed if only one is deviant? Turn yourself in, or 2 innocent androids will be shut down because of you.
Hey, what's up, Clev? Speaking of memory, this is what this is all about. I just realized I looked away to read his thing, and now I missed the reaction.
You're going to be switched off. We're gonna search your memory and tear you apart piece by piece for analysis.
He blinked.
You're going to be destroyed.
Out of all of them, he blinked.
Do you hear me? Destroyed!
The other ones were completely still. He blinked. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know why robots would even blink.
If you give yourself up, maybe I can convince the humans not to destroy you.
Yeah, this is my first time playing it. It's been started interesting, and it's been even more interesting.
You scumbag! I know it's you! You're just a fucking deviant! Go on! Admit it!
Wait, if I could just probe his memory, why didn't I just do that to begin with?
No memory.
Why would he erase his memory?
The deviants have just been caught. They gave you up. There's no point in lying. You knew everything.
I think it's the middle guy. I think it's the middle guy. Oh, sure. That was very torture robot.
Pile component 8451. Regulates the heartbeat.
Guess that's how.
Without this module, you'll shut down in exactly 63 seconds. I could put it back. But you just have to tell me the truth. Are you the deviant?
No deviant among them. Seriously? I think it's the middle guy. Alright. I kind of think it's the middle one, but that's okay. Okay, later, robots. That was a fun waste of time. Somebody saw something. I don't trust this guy here with the glasses either. Gee, Hank, you're really doing a lot. Yeah, don't hurt yourself, Hank. I'll come to you. I don't know if I want to leave just yet.
I think we've seen everything there is to see.
You want to go?
Not really.
Actually, I'll have another look around.
You're the boss.
Again, Hank, your help is just so appreciated. So very much appreciated. Something right there. It's literally right there. Did he climb up there? Another one there. Another one. They're all over the place. Why can't I analyze any of them? Hello. Oh, jeez! Okay. He's alive. Let me guess. Bex knew that was coming.
You have to stop them! If they destroy it, we won't learn anything!
We can't save it. It's too late. We'll just get ourselves killed.
I mean, I didn't think he would die that easily, but alright. So Simon's just been hiding in there the whole time? I mean, that was kind of ruthless on their part. I feel like there were other ways to handle that, but alright. Good job, FBI people. What do I do? I'm just a hired help. Alright, it's one chapter down, 2,000 more to go. I mean, I don't think he wouldn't have given up Marcus and them even if we had gotten him alive. I don't think. Yeah, this game does make a lot of interesting points about robots and emotions. Oh, there you go. Oh, Clev, you'll like this. We're on our way to Canada, eh? I don't know how we ended up here. Yeah, it is. Luther, neutral. Yeah, it really was. Or the, what do you call it? Like the abandoned funhouse at the pirate ship place? Find help. Where the heck am I? I'm not even, like, back in town now. Oh, I guess we fixed the car somehow. We got some help from our zombie robot friends. You don't remember her? She was a pretty big character.
Hello? I'm looking for Rose. Is she here?
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk.
Although I guess depending on what story you pick, she might not have changed her hairstyle.
please, I really need to see her.
I'm Rose. What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you?
Oh, I mean, that would be awesome, but now you're kind of telling me that this ends on a
Come on.
cliffhanger.
It's better if we talk inside.
I always thought this was like a one-shot type of game. Or maybe you just mean Quantic Dream in general.
Do you think we can trust him?
You don't have a choice.
Final to the game. How long is this game? Because I've been playing this for like 12 hours now. If you combine all my time with it.
Okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
Ah, so then I'm close to the end because I've done a few like 2-hour playthroughs of it. Afterwards, not on stream, but afterwards I might just play more of it to get some other endings because this has been very interesting.
Come in. What's your name?
Alice.
She's running a fever.
We've spent the last few nights outside. She's exhausted.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, will you show them upstairs?
Ooh, a Christmas tree. I wanted to see more of the Christmas tree. That is a nice Christmas tree. I don't know why I'm like always looking for clues for other things. No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I mean, more exciting than what I just did. That was pretty cool. Wait a minute. RA9. Would be Rose? A9? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what RA9 means. Put Alice to bed. That's pretty blasé to-do list. Tuck in. Jesus, this is so motherly. Look at how easy it is to raise kids. Just hit a few buttons.
We can't stop because we've got to get across the border.
You need rest. Get a good night's sleep and we'll set off again tomorrow.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
I did.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding.
I did a few things wrong. I killed a man and I robbed a store.
Maybe they just need
and,
time to
you didn't do
understand
anything
what
wrong.
we really are.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not bad.
Maybe.
Hey,
one
I
day.
did what I had to do, and I was also too lazy to figure out another way.
I don't know what you like, but I made you Rose's
about time.
world-famous spaghetti. You'll be back on your feet in no time. There's something for her fever.
Thank you.
I was.
I'll
So
get
it's like
these
find a
washed
place
and
to
dried.
stay, and I'm like, there's a hotel. I gotta rob this guy. We don't have any money. Like, what am I gonna do?
You need to eat something. You haven't had anything since we left. Promise me you'll try?
Sure, Beck's found like the best possible way through the game, and like
Downstairs if you need anything.
befriended an old hobo who took them across the border and made life better for everybody. And I just killed the first guy I found. I didn't kill him. I just pulled a gun on him. I didn't kill him.
And tomorrow, you'll be stronger than me.
Doesn't he remind you of Barrett? Luther reminds me of Barrett from Final Fantasy.
I'll stay with her a while.
Ah, seriously? I'm sorry. I won't ask which one. I'll probably end up losing one of them too. If not all of them. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up losing all of them. Especially because I feel like 2 or 3 of the storylines are gonna intersect. So they probably almost have to. One of them probably has to kill the other. And they don't let me explore the house or anything, like Life is Strange or whatever. I really do. Sometimes I can't help myself. They'll be like, we're not so bad. I'm like, are you really, though? I find it funny how Marcus was like the most boring character at the beginning, and now he's like probably one of my favorites. Well, there's only 3 to pick from, but still. I'm gonna look at this Christmas tree. I want to analyze it. 90% holiday goodness. Oh, I really get to look at it. 10% family heart. It is good. It's like the one time I want to explore something and it's not letting me.
I didn't get your name. I'm Kara. This is my son, Adam. I'm Rose, but you know that already. Come and have a seat, Kara.
Sit.
So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
Not a fan of DeviantArt.
It's a long story.
Oh,
All that
too
matters
soon.
now is that we move on from
Too
here
soon.
and start a new life. We're not the first ones to come here.
These
Because I use DeviantArt doesn't mean they have to call me a deviant.
More and more. I don't know what's going on, but something's happening.
Helping androids is dangerous. Why take the risk?
Hey,
When the first one arrived last year,
I am on DeviantArt,
he was
technically.
so lost and confused. We hid him here for a while, but all he wanted to do was cross the border.
These folks really like
They shot him
Canada,
on the
eh?
spot. So when the next android showed up, I just knew I had to help him.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
This is the first time I've seen people
The
try
only
to get
way is
into
over the
Canada.
river, and it's mostly
Nah, I'm just
frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border.
Unless you want us to stay for Christmas, I'm fine with that.
No matter what. Please. You've got to help us.
Yeah, I do find that ironic.
Rose, come quickly.
Wait, what the hell is that? What's going on? Talked to Rose. Now past tense. Check what's going on. Okay, now I'm scared.
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut down.
Should I let you guys be alone, or...?
We escaped together. We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border. I loved her.
Jeez.
I loved her
Like
more than
robots can
anything.
love? Like romantic love?
What will I do without her?
What does that say? Hog will save. Wait, why did she die?
Let's let them be.
R89, I saw it again. Alice.
Alice?
This poor kid.
What are you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
Nothing to see. They're just cuddling. Come on,
It's
let's go
okay.
look at the tree. Come on, don't see it. Don't look at it. There you go.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Kara?
Just peachy.
Yes. I'm fine.
We can't hide them. Not after what those deviants did today. It's too dangerous. Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom. Do you understand me? Prison!
Adam! We've already talked about this.
No! I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
You know we can hear you, right?
And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks.
That is enough, Adam! That's enough!
Nice to meet you. Thanks for the room. Like your tree. Okay, bye.
Don't mind
He's
him.
just a little grumpy.
Sometimes he just boils over. It's been hard since his dad passed away. But he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight.
We can wait till Christmas. That's fine.
You stay here. I won't be long.
I don't know what. Oh, it's November. That's right. Duh. It's all over the game what time of year it is. I think I did tree up early, actually. Then again, my tree's usually up around then. They got all these like books and magazines all over the place. World War III. Always wondered when that was going to happen. Spoilers. Oh, who would win it? Okay, so it hasn't happened yet. So as I say, this game takes place 18 years in the future, so get ready. 18 years, we're going to have this stuff going on. Treat yourself. The AX400 starting at 8. That's actually not bad for that. Put a down payment on that sucker. Oh, right. I shouldn't be reading about myself in the game.
I hope Rose gets back soon.
Carol. There's something I need to tell you.
I'm gay.
It's about Alice.
Not now, Luther.
Well, I mean, I would have asked about that. What about Alice? That seems important. Alright, guess not. Just our kid. Guess we don't need to worry about that. Let's talk to this idiot kid instead. What's up, sport?
I can see why you're angry. We don't want to cause any problems, we just want to get across the border.
I had a feeling something was going to happen.
Police! It's the police!
That didn't take long.
What are we gonna do? They know we're here.
Oh,
We
we're
have to open the door.
screwed.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Hey, you want to tell me about Alice before we die?
Hurry, Luther. Take Alice and hide. Upstairs.
Say, not in the laundry room.
Come on, Alice.
Alright, so I gotta get rid of the dead body, I guess. Oh, great. Hold on, police. Not decent. That's supposed to hide them? Oh, okay. I closed the door. They're gone now. What other evidence is there, then? Something in here. Oh, there's blue blood in there. Oh, my God. Oh, they'll never look in there now. We closed the door a little bit. These are some really bad police if that works. What other evidence is there? Oh, we're screwed. Oh, what, me, right? I really didn't think that through.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area.
As you can see, I am not an android.
There's business going on. You can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? May I come in?
Of course.
Evening, young man.
Good evening.
He's gonna break. He's gonna break.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'd love one.
Even she
Have you noticed
cooler than him
anything
about it.
unusual recently? Any unexpected visitors?
No. No, nothing in particular.
Is anyone else in the house?
No. No, just us.
Do you have any androids here?
No, there are no androids here.
Trying to make coffee. Just don't turn us in while I'm doing that, Adam. Oh, I even get to pour it. Look at this. This is Cleb's kind of game. It felt so realistic. Alright, well, you've seen the whole house. Go home now. No need to look in there. Just a shower curtain. There. Coffee.
Thanks.
Yay, everyone's happy again. Everyone's happy, right, Adam? You tricked it too. That was the evidence? Oh, crap. That's just a friggin' magazine. It's not evidence. What was that?
I thought there was no one else in the house.
I did too.
I forgot. There's my daughter upstairs.
Oh my God. Okay, you are a bad liar. Oh, why would you leave the jacket there? Why would I thought you got rid of that jacket anyway?
What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Is everything all right, Adam?
Sure is.
The androids,
He needs a rest. He's been working in the garden all day.
Do you know anything about deviants? Have you seen any?
No. No. I haven't seen anything.
To be fair, everybody acts kind of nervous around the police, so I mean, I guess that's normal.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee. Have a nice evening.
So why does everyone have to make noise at the worst possible second?
It's nothing. The washing machine.
Of course he does.
It's an old model. It makes
Because Adam's an idiot. Nobody can keep quiet.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Adam.
I'm not looking forward to walking outside and seeing 20 cops with guns pointed at me. Then again, the suspicion level was only like 30%. Oh, we got away with it. Boom. Really, you guys couldn't wait more than 5 seconds to come down the stairs?
It's okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
We're so not safe.
It's Rose.
Get yourselves ready. We leave
Nice. Ah, now leave me hanging on that, huh? I cannot believe I got away with it. What happened on your playthrough, Bex? Did anybody get caught? Not much left, oh boy. Say, so far it's been like November 7th or 8th for like a long time.
Our broadcast is all over the news. Now humans know.
It was a mistake to reach out to them. They'll never negotiate with their slaves. We should have shown them that we're prepared to fight.
Violence is never the answer.
Since we killed that guy.
Dialogue is the only way. I'm sure the humans will listen to us. Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave. Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you
That's enough!
And now what are we gonna do?
Oh, if only Detroit was that nice.
There are 5 CyberLife stores across Detroit.
Christmas.
All selling us like merchandise. We're gonna attack those stores and set our people
Oh,
free.
snap.
Attack stores? No, we've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems, and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m., no violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come. This is a night our people will remember.
And then what? How do I know we're gonna, like, activate the people and they're just gonna know what to do?
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Take long.
Quick!
These cars really don't look that much different in 2038.
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area. We should
I mean,
be
you
careful.
did just put your face on freaking TV. Well, kind of. Just what else I don't get? Couldn't they just change their faces
The
to look
store's
entirely
over here.
different?
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams
Yeah, of
attack.
course. Time mission.
What are we waiting for?
How exactly am I securing this area?
We're gonna sweep the plaza. Make sure we're not disturbed.
And how do you want to deal with the shop window?
Not now, 1 problem at a time.
Okay, now what's next?
Hold on, who's that?
You're free.
Yeah, I've got some creepy ass abilities.
A surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach.
There's traffic on the road. We need to block it.
It's one way. It shouldn't be too difficult.
So if I can just keep doing that,
You are
then I'll
free.
just friggin' do that to all of them. Whoa! Well, I'm hella on camera. Interesting. Drone can be reached from there, but then you die.
You are free.
Okay, so how do I get up there?
Marcus! You see the alarm system?
Found it.
No. These are always kind of interesting. Get up there.
I hope it didn't have time to call the cops.
We'll soon find out.
After the cops show up. Now I just gotta figure out how to block the road. They're both robots. Yeah, I convert them.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
This looks dangerous.
Nice job, Marcus.
Friend. What about blocking the road? Still gotta block the road, right? Well, it's Detroit. I feel like the traffic's probably bad there anyway. What I need is a roadblock.
You're free now.
You too. Get out of here. exactly sure what they're free to do, but whatever. Road closed forever. That's gonna work. So it did.
There. Nobody should bother us
Sweet,
now.
we are great at this. Can't wait for this to all go according to plan.
Looks like the plaza's secure. Now we can get inside the store.
And how do you plan on doing that?
We need to find a truck to ram the storefront.
A truck?
There's construction work in the area. Shouldn't be too hard to find one.
There it is.
Oh, this is all coming together now. Locked.
What are we waiting for?
Is that a blowtorch on you?
Okay, now we're in. Let's get
That's
that
almost as
truck
big as your
out.
truck. Good luck reaching Canada. I'll head to bed. Good night, Bex. Thanks for watching. Don't know. I might finish the game tonight if I'm close to the end. Otherwise, appreciate you watching. Have a good night. And, yeah. Stealing this truck. What else can I say?
I wonder what you'd do without me.
Stealing a truck isn't how it used to be back in my day. I totally haven't been watching my time. There's probably only like a minute left. Let's say 7 minutes. That's actually not bad. Are we stealing this thing or what?
Looks like we're ready to make some noise.
Alright. What's for supper? Do I actually get to drive the truck? Or do I just kind of watch? This really does not go very fast, does it? Beans and hot dogs. Why am I not surprised? Real man's being. Put your turn signal on. Here we go. Just because we're robbing the place doesn't mean we don't have to follow the rules.
I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
This lady's crazy. Oh, now all of a sudden it goes fast. Nice. Nice blast though. Shame we gotta ruin it. I was gonna say, I think we've accomplished ram the store. What's our end game here? Because how do we get out of here now?
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
It's gonna be like some kind of robot zombie invasion here. I have a feeling they're gonna have to fix this glitch in the next generation of these androids. That one looks like Simon. I mean, I know it's not. Talk to them? Like all of them? A lot of androids here.
North, you okay?
Let's get them out of here.
Your dream partner. BL100.
My name is Marcus, and just like you, I was a slave. An object. Designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes. To take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you.
I'll follow you,
Wow.
Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
See,
I'll
I
follow
thought.
you, Marcus.
Well, I'll talk about that.
I'm with you.
Then follow me.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the
Now
humans a
we kill the humans. Send our message to the humans. Ooh, pacifist or violent. Ugh. I'm more interested in being violent, even though in real life I'd probably be a pacifist about it. Yeah. I don't know what my robot patriots are doing here, but... Tench.
They're doing what you do, Marcus. Lead and they'll follow.
Tag it. Choose our symbol. Kind of like that triangle one. We even get to spray graffiti. Can I do both? Like, can I be a little violent? Yeah, let's see here. So I'm only sort of violent right now. How about these cars? Can I start wrecking cars? Okay, this is kind of cool. Blackout, hack. Blackout, let's leave them in darkness. Yeah! The humans live without their precious power. Move on road. Upturn.
I'll help you.
You can tell North wants to be violent.
Marcus. Violence is the only language humans understand.
Ooh, what is that thing? I don't care, I'm taking it. This one's for you, babe. Yeah! Yeah, I might have gone a little too far here with this. Yeah, I might have gone down a road I can't turn back from. Whoopsies!
The screens, Marcus!
Yeah, I'll do something nice. I don't know what's nicer. I'll hijack. Yes, I'll confuse them by preaching a message of peace, but then also being completely destructive about it. Destroy or hack? Yeah, we'll destroy it. I'm still feeling a little weird. I don't know what I want. I'm angry, but not as angry as some of them. There you go, take that. Alright, I gotta get some goodwill with the people back here. Let me do something nice. Let's see, I can fix this. This isn't that bad. I'll tag it. See, I'm gonna leave their statue alone. I'll tag it, that's all. See, look at that. Maybe I'll put a little mustache on him. Just for fun. I'm a good person. See, look, it's Christmassy. I'm festive.
We don't need masters anymore. We're free.
Look at that. How's my approval rating now? Look at that. Let's do some more nice stuff. Doing good feels good. I'm sure no one will notice all the cars on fire. I mean, they'll probably notice the cars on fire. Where are those lights coming from? The demonic music means I'm doing great. Paint flag, build pyre. Yeah, let's not build a pyre. I think we've done enough damage for one day. I want to confuse them as much as possible by making it like 50-50 good or evil. They'll be like, what the heck are they trying to do? See, look at that. Nice little holographic flag. Really opens up the destroyed place. I mean, I could have gone all out and just destroyed all this. See, this is productive, right? This is fine.
We freed hundreds of our people. We did it.
Marcus. Marcus, what's wrong?
What?
They're coming.
Yeah, what did you think was going to happen?
Everyone fall back to Jericho.
Did you think nobody was going to notice this?
Now humans will have no choice but to
Or
listen
kill
to
us.
They'll be afraid. Fear feeds hatred.
I'll take hatred over indifference.
There'll be hatred. I was going to say, North is an anarchist. She doesn't care what you do. As long as you destroy something. So he's dead.
North!
Uh-oh. That's the police. Who's that laying there?
North. You alright? What happened? North!
They killed them.
Hey, no kidding.
They
What did you
slaughtered them like
think?
animals.
Who did?
The humans. Or was it the robots? Those are robots. I'm starting to see how Beck's lost somebody.
They killed our people, Marcus. We want justice, Marcus.
They have to
Oh
pay.
boy. What do I do? Is there a way to, like, not kill them, but also not... Okay, I guess I have to kill them.
You don't have to do this.
If I let them live, I'm probably dead. Even if I kill them, I'm probably dead. But if I don't kill them, I'm gonna let them live. I'm dead either way.
An eye for an eye and the world goes
Yep.
blind.
We won't punish a crime with another crime.
If I thought killing them would do something, I would do it. But if I killed them, they would retaliate. They're gonna retaliate anyway.
Wait
interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m.,
I don't know
several
if I made the right
Cyberlife
choice, but
stores in Detroit were
that's just my
raided.
thought on it.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Numerous storefronts have been broken, with cars vandalized and set alight, leaving many Detroit neighborhoods in chaos.
I mean, it is
Property
Detroit.
was damaged, and fires continue to rage in
Yeah, I
several
figured the
major
public opinion would be
districts
bad.
across the city.
2 policemen were found in a state of shock near one of the Cyberlife stores.
Here's my thought process. I only really kill if I'm in a position where I need to survive.
This is an
I had
alarming
like
situation. Could our machines
20
now be
androids
turning
against 2
against
cops.
us?
I mean, it really wasn't
become
fair.
a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
Jeez. Yeah, that's my thought process. If it was life or death and they were about to kill me, then I would have killed them. But clearly, I mean, I had a gun to his head. It was kind of, yeah. I think I did the right thing. Maybe. Doesn't really matter. Either way, we were screwed. Ooh, pretty. Hank Costal, like always. Hey, what's up? Well, don't get me wrong, I totally would have killed them if they made a move on me, but they were just standing there. What's up, Randy? I don't know how long you've been watching, but... yeah, you miss a minute of this game, you miss a lot.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Oh, there you go.
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. Said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Oh, wow.
Was Chris okay?
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive.
So if I had killed him, that obviously would have
What the hell?
done something. Kamsky?
How did you find Kamsky?
I remember this guy was all over the media when CyberLife first started selling androids. I made a few calls. Here we are.
NBC. The girl from the menu screen. Holy crap.
I'm
Hello.
Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm
I'll
here
see
to
you too, that's fine.
Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please,
That's
come in.
literally the girl from the menu screen. I don't know why I'm surprised, but glad she's in the game. Hi. I like your hair. Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Hey, wait, can I get your number? No? Okay. I guess you're gone. Amanda. Okay, so now we're finally starting to figure out who some of these people are. Is she one of the people who, like, programmed him? Space tourism on the rise. This is one of these games, there's probably like a million Easter eggs if you really look for them. Send the robots off into space.
Nice girl.
I enjoyed her.
You're right. She's really
I
pretty.
enjoyed her then, too. Yeah.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing.
Oops, I didn't mean to stop him, but alright. Kamsky Elijah, CyberLife founder.
For everybody. You're about to meet your maker,
Let's
Connor.
say this is a little surreal.
How's it feel?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
Let's say I'm really not that happy with Hank after he, shot me.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
This place is weird. But I would expect nothing less. Whatever this is, it's lovely. this is
Elijah,
Turn
we'll
of the
see.
Millennium. Okay.
Mr.
Oh, that's a
Kamsky?
weird looking pool. Oh, hey, ladies.
Just a moment, please.
Hey, no, fine. Want to come out of the pool or what? They all look the same. Interesting.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution.
I'd say we're way beyond that.
Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
Oh.
I'm on the human side, of course.
I was not very confident with that answer.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you. What do you really want?
I don't want anything. I am a machine.
So you say.
Chloe?
Ooh.
I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test.
I'm figuring out what it is.
Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy.
Boy.
I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it?
I'm a little bit worried.
One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul?
If you try to hurt her, I will just go nuts. Yeah, I'm not. I'm saving her. I don't care.
It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine.
Not killing it.
Or a living being endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor
Just
will
say, maybe kill him.
Connor, don't.
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating.
Just say that made my software instability go up.
CyberLife's last chance to save humanity. Is itself a deviant?
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
Nice that Hank at least defended him.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Jeez.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Hank does not hate your guts. Well, that was enlightening, to say the least. So how much longer is this story? I feel like we're getting close to the end. But then I don't know. Oh, this is the place where he first started, I think. Oh no, this is Jericho. I don't know where I am anymore. What about RA9? They're just like magazines laying around all over the city. Well, at least now I know where it ends. Nice. I don't know if my playthrough is going any differently than Bex's, but maybe. I have a feeling she just torched the whole town.
I was wondering where you were.
Where I was. There's only so many places to go in this little dump.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often.
You do.
It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho.
They tell me.
Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
I've been thinking about what we should do now. And with everything pulling us towards confrontation, maybe it's not too late for the humans to listen.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
Fatalistic.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
Sorry.
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can
Let's
live
say
together.
out of all of them, like, he actually had probably the best,
What about you?
like, owner or whatever.
You never told me about your
Until
past.
that
What did you do
incident.
before?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, that's the end of that.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust
True.
each other.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure.
Oof.
One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away.
Wait, was she the deviant from...
There, now you know everything.
No, because that didn't occur at the same time. See, she might have been the deviant we were investigating at the club. Connecting. Is that what we call it now? Ooh. Wow, that was cool. Let's do that again.
I saw your memories.
Lover? What?
Carl's house. When they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too.
Okay.
The Eden Club.
It was her.
The death of that man. I felt like I was
Holy
there
Christ.
with you. North.
We're back. We're lovers now. The game said it. Alright. Cool. See you later. She's always like this. It's just, I don't know. Just her way. There's no way we could just walk in public.
This
I was
is
gonna
suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to
say,
change
this
your
is
mind.
dumb.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in
And
history.
you'll all die.
We'll be
We
killed on
really
the
will be.
spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Sure, if more,
Marcus,
I don't know if
please
more
don't do
death is the
this.
way to do this.
They'll understand.
Also,
We'll
not really
make
sure
them
what the plan
understand.
is.
This is the only way.
Oh, I see.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
And the more deadly we are.
You're free.
Prepare to march. Go to street.
So you can stare at my fucking android all night.
You're free.
I mean, more than 2 androids in this whole thing. Oh, there's a guy at the door. There's a guy over there. Really not that many, though.
Androids are everywhere, and they listen.
Come with us.
That's the point. Cyberlife is recording all that. I mean, they could be spying on us.
You're awake now.
Locked road. Yeah, let's have another riot.
You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here!
Oh, that's not the guy from earlier.
I need to block the street.
You know, I feel like him kind of making them do what he wants is kind of not freedom either. Like, ironically, maybe they have the freedom to not go along with this. It's kind of like hypnotizing them. But that's another point for another day.
You're free.
Ah, that really does kind of feel like moving a manhole cover. Not really sure what the point of this is, but... Oh, there was someone in there. You're all free to destroy with me. Convert more androids. There's some friends right there. I don't even have to, like, go over to them. I can just do it that way.
You're free now.
He's like a telepath. $17? How did I get that many? I only had like 10 before.
Hey, where you going? Get back here right now.
Never. $38. Okay, now they're just adding numbers now. There's no way I've talked to that many people already. Yes. Kill them all. That's how many of us are gonna die, right? Yeah, this ain't gonna end happy. Oops. Nope. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Wait, where are you going? Jesus, the fucking android's playing up again.
I don't see this ending well, but it's kind of a cool scene.
Greg, come back here
Never.
immediately.
Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order!
This does not seem smart. Can't kill all of us.
Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. Right. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Set us free. Yeah, they're marching down the street. Fuck if I know. Listen to me.
And now we all die. We were alive.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have
No.
to attack. There's more of us.
Nope.
We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
We have to show them we won't back down. We stay right here.
Yeah, this is about what I thought.
Disperse! This is your last chance!
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
We're not moving.
Yeah, we're screwed. Why are I just going for Marcus? They did it.
Marcus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all.
I'm guessing that's the one she lost.
No! No!
We have to go north.
No, no!
We have to go!
I figured. I figured he was dead. Well, North did say to stand your ground. I mean, that was kind of, she was like, you know, if you're willing to get your freedom, you have to bleed for it, so. He died. And that's one down. Let's see if I can keep the other two alive. Ah, jeez, it's Amanda again. At this point, I may as well finish the game. I don't know how much more is left, but... I'm a little sad he died, but... What was I gonna do, run away? Like, he was kind of dead.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something. I was
Who's
wrong.
RA9?
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
I chose not to play his twisted little game. There was no reason to kill that android. I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's
You
place.
are Amanda.
She was his teacher.
When Kamsky designed me, he wanted an interface that would look familiar. That's why he chose his former mentor. What are you getting at?
Did Kamsky design this place?
He created the first version. It's been improved significantly since then. Why do you ask?
You didn't tell me everything you know about deviants, did you?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions. You're the only one who can prevent civil war. Find the deviants, or there will be chaos. This is your last chance, Connor.
I've been shot a couple times. I think I can handle another chance.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. Wait, we just need more time. I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
Oh, jeez.
Hank, what are you doing?
Okay, that was not a path I wanted to take.
Something I should have done a long time ago.
Listen, take a few days to think it over. There's no rush.
I thought enough about it. I'm tired of going through the motions. There's nothing keeping me here. Not this case. Not my partner. I don't belong here anymore.
Not sure if letting that guy out was a good idea, but it'll get their attention.
I have orders, you know. Okay.
He's escaping! Stop him!
Right, I got him.
Jesus Christ. How do you manage to get out of his cell?
No fucking idea. Come on, you. Get a move on.
Hey, Connor. I'm talking to you, asshole. Where are you going? Hey, asshole, I'm talking to you.
Hank's password. What would a hard-boiled, eccentric police lieutenant choose?
Date of birth. That was actually it.
Obviously. Where is Jericho? The answer's here somewhere. Not much time. Gotta think fast.
I love that that was the password. That's Marcus, or was Marcus.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope of a people. You gave us life, and now the time has come for you to give us freedom.
Marcus was destroyed, but the Deviants must have a new leader. Where are they hiding?
Who's RA9? That's what I want to know. Well, that's that diary I found.
Rupert's diary, but it's useless. It's encrypted.
It's the only stuff I can look at. That's Rupert.
The android with the birds. The deviant who took a child hostage.
"916." So I have to pick one to give to him. Who do I want? Gotcha. Oh, who else is there?
The android that murdered its owner.
Impossible, that's fine. He actually didn't really do a lot for me. But he's also got a piece that could work for that other thing.
One of the deviants that hacked the TV station with Marcus. It must have known where the deviants are hiding.
That is very valid. Okay. I need a 3983 for him. He's got one, but then I can't interrogate him. So I can put Rupert back.
Can you hear me? Your diary, Rupert. You encrypted it. I need to know what you wrote.
Probably gonna be no memory on him. Oh, maybe not. That was actually kind of useful. RA9 is the first, is our savior. RA9 is the one who will free us. Birds are my friends. The birds like being with me. What I met today spoke about Jericho. He says our people are free there. I find the old docks. Too fond of birds, but if I have to run, that's where I'll go. That's it? It didn't tell me anything. Okay, it did tell me where Jericho is.
I've been dreaming about this
Oh,
since the first second I saw you.
I thought I had like 4 minutes.
Gavin. I know how to stop the deviants.
You're off the case. And now, it's gonna be definitive.
I'm always terrible at these. Mainly because I forget where R1 and R2 are.
What happened here?
Damn it, I was hoping to get a little more info than that, but...
Around. Oh, shit. Get the alarm. Now!
Interesting. That was different. Would have liked to have gotten to talk to Simon, but I guess that one will happen. So what's left? Like, so we gotta see what happens with Kara. Marcus is dead, but the Jericho chapter or whatever is still alive. He did, but yeah, my dad didn't really have another option there. Okay, you're there.
They've been conducting raids all over the city. Everybody's on edge after what happened yesterday. It's gonna be all right. We're almost there.
Victor seems remarkably chill. We'll put on some tunes or something. Oh, I was just kidding. Apparently we can.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective
I was gonna say, maybe change the channel.
How about some music instead?
Help. Yeah, this seems safe.
A little further on that way, there's a large freighter
Oh,
called
what? This
Jericho.
whole thing's gonna end at Jericho?
When you get there, find Marcus. He will
He's
help
dead.
you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely
How does
have
she
to
not
be
know
there.
he's dead?
You'll be safer on the
I
other
thought that was
side.
like big news.
It's
How
not
does she know
much,
Marcus?
But it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you
Oh,
his
this
address.
does not bode well.
He'll be able to hide you until things calm down. You're a very
It's kind of
brave
interesting how
little
they all
girl,
end up going to
Alice.
Jericho.
You deserve to be happy. Thank you for everything, Rose. Let me know when you make it over there, all right? And be careful.
I have a feeling they're all gonna die.
Take care of them.
Come on, girls. Better not hang around. You have a bus to catch.
Shoot, they're both in the same chapter. Oh, not this again. Oh, I hated this. I hated this so much. Oh, God. I was gonna say, can I just, like, skip through this? So I'm guessing if I'd made some different choices, Marcus and all them would all meet here. Instead, it's just gonna be them and Connor.
We've got to find a warm place for Alice.
The androids wouldn't do any harm. The cops just gunned them down. It was sheer carnage. There were androids all over the square. And then the police arrived, and well, they opened fire. I know they're only machines, but they look like just people. People who want to be free. Following the android crisis and the neutralization of
No one notices I'm just walking through here.
American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite possible the Russian army has been confronted with a similar crisis.
It's pretty warm, right?
Gentlemen.
How do you feel? I'm hot and cold at the same time.
Why do I have a feeling Connor's gonna show up and just start gunning them all down?
Stay with her. I'll try to find this Marcus.
He's dead.
The last bus is in 2 hours. And the terminal's on the other side of town. We haven't got much time.
We'll leave as soon as we have passports.
You're still dead.
Carol. There's something
Oh
I
yeah,
have to
you never did tell that.
It's about Alice.
Oh my god, just tell me what it is.
I'll be back. Stay with Alice.
She's RA9, isn't she? Or she's a robot. I don't know, why would she be a robot? She could be a robot, actually. They never really said that. Oh, crap. You're not gonna find him, he's dead.
The time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us. Without the courage and the determination of the police, the machines would have reduced
Don't catch anyone's attention.
The authorities have ordered
Ah, no, he's gonna think she's the leader.
We've got to do something. We can't just stand by and
you are worried about your safety. Dial the number on your screen and the authorities will come to collect your android. Under no circumstances should you try to destroy your android.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Alice is an android.
And potentially
So it really was never confirmed that she's not.
The cops just gunned them down. It was sheer carnage. There were androids all over the square. And then the police arrived, and well, they opened fire. I know they're only machines, but they look like just people. People who want to be free. crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the...
So people, just a regular android doing regular android things.
has been confronted with a similar crisis among its own androids. The chairman of the United Nations, Douglas Cromwell.
Oh, this one.
You're looking for something. You're looking
Looks
for
like Amanda. Kind of. It's a more distorted version. He wasn't RA9. He was also looking for RA9.
The time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us. We gotta kill the bastards. The courage and the determination.
There's this big guy here. Can't get to him.
The authorities have ordered all androids to be delivered to the nearest police station or army barracks immediately. If you are worried about your safety, dial the number on...
Are you North?
Oh, yeah.
I'm with a little girl and another
It
android.
would make sense.
There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
Detroit is under curfew. There are soldiers everywhere looking for androids. You're safe here. You should wait a while before you leave the city.
Maybe you're right. You might be safer here until things calm down.
One of us used to work for the State Department. He has electronic passports that he can easily modify. I'll have him give you one.
I heard about what happened today. A massacre. And Marcus being killed. He gave hope to our people. We'll all miss him.
I was there when they killed him. I would have given my life to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Thanks for your help.
You said you were with a little girl? You know humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
She needs me. And I need her. It's as simple as that.
The androids weren't doing any harm.
Isn't that Connor?
There were androids all over the square. And then the police arrived and they opened fire. I know they're only machines, but they look like...
Alice.
Okay, who called it? Who called it? Come on. Come on, who called it?
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it. She wanted a mom, and you wanted someone to care for. You needed each other. What difference does it make?
I'm actually not surprised at all, to be honest.
Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us? Alice loves you, Kara. She loves
I mean, that
you
was
more than anything
pretty
in the world.
freaking obvious.
She became the little girl you wanted, and you became the mother she needed. Forgetting who you are to become what someone needs you to be. Maybe that's what it means to be alive.
called it. Oh, we're not going to talk about this? Come on. Alright, fine. We'll just have her sit there.
Is there something wrong? We'll be together forever,
I
won't
guess
we,
now we
Kara?
will.
Yes.
Family.
Forever.
Well, until they die. This would be so much more heartwarming if I didn't think they were screwed. Luther family also probably screwed. This is where some stuff's gonna go down.
We're short on blue blood and biocomponents. Our people are shutting down one after another, and there's nothing we can do for them. President Warren is saying we're a threat to national security and that we need to be eliminated.
Marcus would know what to do.
Not really.
He's the one that
Let's
got us
say-
into this mess.
He gave his life for our cause.
He provoked the humans. How much longer before they find Jericho now? Marcus is dead, North. Now it's up to us to decide the future for our people.
We have to fight them. It's the only way.
I was gonna say
If you choose a
without
confrontation
him,
with humans, we are all
she's
going
gonna
to
take
die.
control.
Gather up all the guns
Yep,
you can find.
she's gonna
We'll leave at dawn.
massacre him.
This is a mistake, North. You won't buy our freedom with blood.
Oh, shnikes. Well, might not have to. Oh, I just saw R9 again.
Well done, Connor. You succeeded in locating Jericho and finding their leader. Now, deal with North. We need it alive.
This is gonna be tough.
I've been ordered to take you alive. But I won't hesitate to shoot if you give me no choice.
You're one of us. You can't betray your own kind.
You're coming with me.
You're Connor,
How
aren't
does she
you?
know him?
I've heard about you. The famous deviant hunter. Well, congratulations. You seem to have found what you're looking for. You're not one of them. We are your people. We're fighting for your
One of them's
freedom
gonna
too.
die, if not both.
Shut up. You're coming with me.
You never had any doubts. Never behaved irrationally.
I
as
really
if
don't
there's
want to
something
kill her.
inside you.
That I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to take her
Something
alive.
Stronger than your program.
You're wasting your time. I know what I am.
You're one of us. Join our cause. Join your
No.
people. It's time to decide.
I only have one choice.
Nice try. But I'm no deviant.
That's kind of funny. I honestly would have chosen the other thing, but there was no other choice.
Shit!
Remain a machine? What was my other choice? Become human? Oh. I actually didn't even mean to make that one. So now what? It's kind of inconclusive.
What's going on, Carol?
Quick, we've got to get out of here.
Come on, go, go, go! Delta advancing on your position.
Oh.
Rats in a maze.
Hey, Carol! They're coming! Over there! Follow me! This way! Quick! This way! There must be an exit. Come in! Quick!
What's that? I'll go that way. Yeah, he's gonna die. I figured he would sacrifice himself to them. Or...
It's too late, Carol! Save yourself! Save Alice!
No, we're not going to leave you behind. Right, Kara? We can't leave him.
What are you doing?
I won't leave you.
Kara, no!
Go, move!
You shouldn't have done that. You can't put Alice in danger. Go now
No.
before they come back.
What about you? What are you going to do?
I'll manage. Alice is all that matters.
I don't want to leave you, Luther.
Don't worry. I'll catch up with you at the border,
He's not
okay?
gonna catch up with him anywhere.
Go now. Take care of each other.
She'll die out there, Kara. Open it. Open the door.
We'll be killed if we open up.
Sorry.
Kara.
I'm not losing Alice.
There was nothing we could do.
So
You
we're
have
still
to
kind of in trouble here.
Don't move!
Uh-oh.
Don't shoot. I'm on your side.
With us? Are you a human?
Obviously. What do I look like? DPD, I work with Lieutenant Hank Anderson. We're on a stakeout. If I knew you were coming, I would have brought some donuts.
You're a lucky guy. Another second I'd have shot you. You should go back up on deck and let us do our job.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
A way out. We're safe, Alice.
Stop!
I don't see this going well.
Get down!
You're not playing dead very well.
Don't move.
on, let's get out of here.
Quick, we gotta go.
It's all over. This is the end.
Ooh, it's already 9. Uh-oh. Go. Mission failed.
Don't move.
What was I supposed to do there?
Don't shoot. I'm on your side.
Okay, well, he's friggin' dead. Jeez. Wow. He was trying to catch her, you idiot. Seriously?
We found several hundred androids in the hull, sir.
Take them away.
Yes, sir.
And clear the ship and order the men to withdraw. This isn't over.
So what, Kara and Alice the only ones who survived? North stayed alone with her thoughts. That was a pretty short path. So wait, is that it? Is that the game? How is he still alive? Apparently he can be shot forever. What's up, Sumo?
I was worried about you, Lieutenant.
I'm also dead.
I came by to see if you're all right.
I'm also dead, so don't worry about it.
I needed to see you, Lieutenant. In spite of all of our differences, I'm glad I had the chance to meet you. You should stop looking at that photo, Lieutenant. Nothing can change the past. But you can learn to live again. For yourself. And for Cole.
For a while there, I believed in you, Connor. Thought you might restore my faith in the world. But you just showed me that
What did he do?
androids are our creation.
He didn't
Creation
shoot the
in our
girl.
own image. Selfish, ruthless, and brutal. You opened my eyes, Connor. Made me realize it's
Oh, boy.
hopeless.
Hank,
Now leave me alone. Go on, complete your mission, since that's all you care
I already
about.
failed the mission. Apparently I didn't hit X quick enough.
Get out of here!
He's gonna kill himself. I don't know why I'm not doing more, but alright. Yep. Don't know why, I just let him stay in there. That was kind of stupid.
Marcus gave his
Start
life
the apocalypse
for our
over
people.
here.
He showed us that we can choose our own destiny. But he is not here to guide us anymore. Now it is up to us to finish what he started. Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are in camps right now, being destroyed. The time has come for us to make a choice. One that may decide the future of our people. They wanted a war, they'll get it. We are going to fight for our freedom. And we will win, or we will die trying.
Oh, the jacket looks good on her at least. And committed suicide.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies. In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to
there's still a lot about
contain
this story
and
I don't
destroy
know.
them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Madam President! Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
The deviant leader has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Madam President!
A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapon stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on
Oh,
that
there you
at
go.
this time.
Well, just missed like everything, but
Please. Is it true that androids make up 60% of the armed forces?
that's not very reassuring.
Is our army still able to ensure our homeland security?
We neutralized all military androids the second their reliability came into doubt. We have called the National Guard for reinforcement. Our armed forces are fully operational and are able to ensure our homeland security.
Please! Is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of hacking. The situation is under
I doubt it.
control. Thank you. That will be all.
So that illuminated that a little bit. I was gonna say,
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
and I'm guessing Luther's probably dead somewhere.
Are you alright? I'm really cold.
I say, how can she be cold? She's not even a human. There's no way this is going to be that easy. Why would Canada not, like, destroy the robots? Like, this is, like, national news now. We're just going to get to Canada and everyone's going to be alright with it? Yeah, I mean, I would say I really goofed up here, but I don't know what else I was supposed to do. How Connor's not dead, I have no idea.
Come on.
Yeah, well, I'm already kind of figure everyone's gonna die. Always expect the worst in these scenarios.
No, please don't hurt me.
I mean, Hank already died.
What are we gonna do? We have to keep going if we want to catch that
If
bus.
they died, then I've lost everybody. Well, Connor's still alive, but I don't really like him anymore.
Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. I'm going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
Don't kill me. I didn't do anything.
Shut up, I said! Are there many more? Look at them, they're like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night here. I'm freezing my nuts off. It's gonna take weeks to clean up this fucking city. Believe me, we
I
are.
mean, if I have to, I'll shoot them to save her.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
Why would I hide there? They're walking right there.
Get moving. Hurry up. Get in.
Man, these guys are blind.
Look over there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's dead.
Help him, Alice. The soldiers
Yeah,
are
he's
everywhere.
dead. What are you gonna do?
They're going to kill him.
I have no choice. I can't.
Sorry, Alice. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, he's dead. I mean, what was I? They had him at gunpoint.
We have to keep moving.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I know, Alice. You'll just have to
I'm
forgive me
human.
when we're alive.
I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna.
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I like went right in front of him. I mean, I went right in front of him. Go. How's there nobody on the street now?
A checkpoint. We have passports. It should be okay,
Yeah,
but
that's
you
not
never
gonna
know.
Is there
Nope.
another way?
We could take a detour, but we might miss the bus.
Maybe it's better to be safe.
Detour.
Today, November 11th, 2038, is the day the android people rose up
I'll have
against
to
their
mark that on my
oppressors.
calendar.
We have been fighting to liberate our fellow
Yeah, it really
androids
is.
from the camp since dawn. We won't cease hostilities until our people are free and negotiations begin to grant us equal rights.
Oof.
There are millions of us, and we will
Yeah, I
stop
kind
at
of
nothing.
figured. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna try and kill her. Well, I gotta say, his ending's a little disappointing if this is it. Like, I mean, alright, I guess. He just wants to finish the mission, but thought there was a little more to it than that. I mean, killing North's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna upset them more, and then this is just gonna continue. At least I'm learning how to put together a sniper rifle with a PlayStation 4 controller. I'm not gonna shoot her.
Put the rifle down.
They won't let me shoot her anyway.
Hands in the air.
I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I'm on your side. I can shoot the leader of the Deviants and stop the revolution, but you have to let me.
Shoot her. If it's that important to you.
Put the gun down. Turn around. This is your last
I would just
warning.
shoot her. Alright, it would have taken 2 seconds to shoot her, and then even if they shoot you, she's dead.
I know you. You're Connor. The android from that hostage situation. I knew we'd meet.
Oh wow, that was way back.
My orders are to detain any androids I find.
Literally could have shot her
You're
in 2
coming with
seconds.
You don't understand. My mission is too important to let you interfere.
I would have just kept... Wait, what? Oof. Oh, jeez. Still would have shot her, like, immediately and not killed all those other people, but alright. Weapon damaged. Well, snap. One of them must have a working gun.
You should have listened to me, Captain.
Connor just won't quit.
The bus terminal. We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
They're dead. There's no way they make it.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on. We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
Well, already I see something. Anyone got a ticket they don't need?
I think Oliver likes you. Is she yours?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Oh, God. That's only one ticket, though, and I'm not gonna let them stay behind for that. Or I guess I am. God, I hate being nice.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost
Give
them.
them back.
Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
I found this
Yeah,
on the floor.
I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
I know I probably just doomed us both, but...
You saved our lives.
Sorry, Alice.
It's okay. You did the right thing.
We'll find another way.
Let's find someone who's a dick. I'll take their tickets. I just didn't want to take their tickets.
Don't move.
That ain't good.
Thank you.
That might have been the only way. That's a very lousy magazine. Anyone scalping tickets?
Adam.
Camera,
what?
Quick! Follow me!
I don't trust him, but alright. He just happened to come all the way down here.
Oh, thank God you're alive. Oh my God. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified you might have been killed because of me.
How did you find us?
I knew if you made it, I'd find you here. They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
This doesn't bode well.
They're checking for androids on the border. But I found a smuggler who can get them across the river. It's risky, but it's the only way. Are you coming with us?
Yeah, we don't have another way.
We're coming.
Okay, climb in.
So yeah, I'm holding on for this long. This is the only storyline left, really. Connor's become dull.
We can't go back. It's victory or death now.
Pretty sure it's gonna be death. Yeah, it's just me. See, this is why I don't move to Detroit.
Did anybody see you?
No. I don't think so.
You got the money?
Yes. Here it is.
Okay, your boat's over there. They got border patrol on the banks and the river. Don't start your engine until you're out far enough. Okay? And watch the current. Good luck.
That looks reliable, right?
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
It's not even a half mile to the other side. Okay, so it shouldn't take that long. Be careful, there's border patrol on the river.
Thank you so much, Rose.
I only wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Alice. You take good care of yourselves. Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
Let me help you.
I wonder what all those other options were that like are blanked out or locked. I don't know how I would have gotten to those. I was gonna say, he's gonna make me do this rolling in real time. This will be like 3,400 times of doing this.
We're far enough out.
Are we?
We can use the engine.
We're like barely 20 feet out.
You okay, Alice?
When we get on the other side, there are so many things I want to do. I want to read all the books in
God,
the world.
they're gonna die.
And play music and dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
They're gonna die.
Yes. We can do it all.
We'll be like
They're
a
gonna
family.
die.
What about you, Kara? What will you
I don't even
do
know where I'm
when
trying
we're
to
on
go
the
here.
other side?
What will I do? I'll lie down in the grass and watch the clouds drift
We're
by.
gonna die.
They're
Yep.
coming towards us! Here they come!
We are going to die. And that's pretty obvious. Do you know how I knew we were gonna die? Now, hold on, let me see if we actually died first.
They've gone.
She's
You
dead.
alright?
Kara,
Yep. She got shot.
You'll be okay, Alice. It's...
That was actually very obvious.
We'll get you taken
She's
care
dead.
of as soon as we're across.
No, she
You'll
won't.
be fine.
And now the boat's sinking.
The boat is leaking.
I really didn't like this plan to begin with.
We're too heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink. Come on!
What other options? I know I'm gonna have to jump to save her. She's still gonna die though. It seems dumb, but
make it. We're gonna be free.
Yep. Yep. There's no other way. Titanic all over again. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty heartbreaking. How is she still alive? Is she that much of a better soldier than them?
They're all dead. Run! Run!
What are you doing? Keep
They're
fighting!
going to die.
We can still win!
Just stand down. Found her.
You can take my life. It doesn't matter anymore.
My mission is to neutralize the leader of the Deviants. And I always accomplish my mission.
We fought for our dream and we lost. You can't hold my people down forever. One day we'll rise up again and we will win. Go on. Shoot. What are you waiting for?
I mean, either way, they're screwed. I didn't feel like making it worse.
And now, straight over to Detroit for a report on the conflict. Joss?
Yes, Michael, authorities have just confirmed fighting has now ceased in Detroit, and the area around the Hart Plaza camp is now under control. We can see soldiers going through the city at this very moment, and they are exterminating the last fleeing deviants.
Law and order has finally been restored to the streets of Detroit.
There is a general feeling of shock in Detroit after the terrible events of the last few hours.
The destruction of the androids in the camps can now continue as planned. Nevertheless, it will take some time for Detroit to recover from these events.
By creating machines more intelligent than
It's
ourselves,
kind of your fault.
we took immense risks with the very future of our civilization. However, the situation is now under control. The total destruction of all androids will soon be complete, and the last remaining deviants will be hunted down and destroyed. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
God, they're both gonna die.
Are we free?
You're dead. But sure.
Yes. Yes, we made it. We're free.
We won't have to hide anymore. We can be a family.
Oh, God.
I'm tired. I have to sleep. I love you, Mom.
So I knew she was gonna die. So I was kind of hoping Kara would die more than Alice, not to be cruel, but granted, she's not a real kid, she's an android, but still. Actually, a little surprised Kara's still alive after swimming all that way. Well, geez. Holy crap. Wow. Alright, so... I forgot about all this stuff. Basically knew she was gonna die as soon as they kept talking about all the stuff they were gonna do when they were free. It was like the most generic setup ever. It was basically like, when I'm free, I'm gonna be all this, and I'm gonna read every book. I'm like, she's gonna die. I'm like, this is purposely being done to pull Tara strings. What was Beck sending, just out of curiosity? Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. She said she lost one of them. I'm guessing she lost Marcus. But, oh, I see what you're saying. So Kara gave out. Yeah, I'm really not sure why Kara made it and the little girl died. I would have thought it'd be the opposite. Oh, they didn't take the boat. Oh, okay. Oh, what, they kept the tickets? Still never learned, like, more about what Amanda was, or RA9, or some of that stuff. I also don't, well, wait, that means Marcus lived in her story. Oh, Rose was RA9? Okay. It's never really proven, but... I mean, that makes sense. Rose, middle name, 9. I can't imagine there's like a happy ending to this game. At best, maybe some neutral endings. There I am robbing the guy. That was a long time ago. Seems like it was just yesterday. Jeez. This was deep. You know? Later this week I go back to playing silly games, but this was deep. I mean, I'm sure this was a part of the story too. Maybe I don't kill him in one of the endings. I don't know. There's so many choices along the way that make you think, what else could have happened? So out of the three, who's the main character? Is it Marcus or is it Connor? Because the whole thing about becoming human seems to be Connor's inner struggle. But I'm looking at the cover of the game, and that is clearly Marcus on it. I mean, Kara was obviously one of the main characters too, but I felt like she was more of a periphery character. Like, she had her own struggle, but there could have been thousands of people out there like Kara, like robots who were going through struggles like that. But yeah, that was deep. That was definitely... But yeah, Marcus is on the cover of the game now that I'm looking at it. I think Connor's in more of the game, though, than the other ones. Yeah, thanks for watching. Again, since you've already seen the game, I will talk to you soon. And, yeah, enjoy your supper. Figured you'd be eating while this game was going on. It's been 3 hours. Oh, that's right, I should probably eat dinner. Alright. I don't know who else is watching, because it says I got 4 viewers, but thanks for watching, other people. Figured I'd finish the game today. I've been playing it in kind of small pieces, but it's close enough to the end. I really wanted to see how it went down. There's just so much going on. I'm wondering what Kamsky would have told me if I didn't kill that girl, or if I did kill that girl. But we'll never know. Maybe I'll know. I don't know. Wondering how the heck Marcus was going to survive that. Unless he just ran. That's the only thing I can think of, is he just fled for it instead of fighting. Not that he didn't even fight, he just got shot. Now I'm just talking to myself. Oof, that was quite the game. A little disappointed with Hank's ending. I mean, I kind of figured, but I don't know. Him and Connor kind of started to get closer as the game went. I thought at the very least he wouldn't kill himself. He would just kind of do his thing, or at least be happy that Connor tried to catch the deviant leader. But technically he did. He just let her go. So, like, Bex was saying, like, they could make another one or whatever. I don't know how, unless, I don't know. And it's possible, but it's a fascinating game, actually. Kara's still alive. North is still alive. You figure there's other deviant androids running around somewhere still alive. What that really means, I don't know. What that owner guy who said, like, I have an exit program, basically kind of made it sound like he had a way to self-destruct them all if it came to that. It was a good experience. Oh, hey, Druning. Thank you for tuning in. It was a good experience, to be honest. So I'm completely going to be transparent here. You might have heard me toward the end of the game. I did choke up a little bit when Alice ultimately died. I kind of figured it was going to happen, but... So yeah, any movie or game that can get me emotional, even when I know it's coming, is pretty good. And there were plenty of times like that in this game where I was like, oh my god, like I had to stop for a second. Like, even though it's just a game, you know, same thing as when it's just a movie. Like, I just kind of, I felt emotions, which I'm not supposed to feel because I'm supposed to be playing these robot characters. But even as Connor, there were times I wish I could have done something else, and the game kind of forced me into making one or two choices, and I'm like, I didn't want to do that, but okay. Connor's story is the most inconclusive to me. That's cool. I appreciate it. Appreciate the lurkers. You're all important. I assume you've played the game before. Maybe you had a completely different ending. Maybe not. But no, I found Connor's ending just kind of non-conclusive. It was like, okay, he's a cop. He tries to kill robots. He didn't kill her. Then he ran away, and that was it. Like, I didn't really... He made basically no character development. It looked like he was making some, but he basically just kind of ended the way he started. He just saw some traumatic things along the way. But I'm sure there's more. I'm sure people have beaten the game 10 times, gotten all the endings, and seen different parts of the plot that other people don't see. I don't know if I have it in me to play another playthrough of this, but it was really good. Of course, we just saw the last couple hours. I've streamed the whole thing on my channel, beginning to end, although I started it probably a couple months ago. I didn't think I was going to finish it. It's one of those games where I'm like, because story games, like the Telltale games and all these kind of games, yeah, you can tell me your ending, I don't care. I'm probably going to look them up later, the different endings. But yeah, I usually don't finish these story type games because I just kind of lose interest after a while, but this really kept me hooked. I'm glad it did, because it made me want to keep playing. Especially with Connor, I'd be interested to know what happens if you're actually given the choice to become human. I don't know what I was supposed to do to unlock that choice, but I only had one choice to make there when I faced off with North. As usual, Quantic Dream creating this kind of this really beautiful tapestry of characters that you get involved with. You know, you feel anger, you feel happy, you feel sad. I tried not to get too invested because I kind of knew they were all kind of destined to fail in whatever their missions were. I didn't think they'd all die. I kind of made a joke about that. Oh, I'm going to kill them all, but pretty much killed 2.5 of them. Because Kara didn't die, but she may as well have. I guess I didn't kill Connor either. Marcus basically survived. The androids did win freedom, and Connor also went to... see, I feel like that's the good ending. I feel like that's what was supposed to happen. I don't know how the robots are going to win freedom, though. At the very least, I could see people not hating them, but I did not see the androids winning freedom. Now, Connor going deviant, I assume that's a good thing, because they kind of make it seem like it's a bad thing if he goes deviant, because that means that, like, I don't know. It depends on whose perspective you're looking at it from. So that sounds like the better ending, obviously. Also, just because I hate loose ends, I don't like that we never saw the old man again. I mean, I know he kind of sold us out to the police, but I kind of like the old guy. He was kind of like a father figure to Marcus. And I don't know if there's a way to avoid that whole confrontation where Marcus gets shot, but if there is, I would like to see that and see if maybe the old guy survives and sees him someday. I don't know. I'm weird like that. They introduce characters, you don't see him again, and I'm like, hey, where's that guy doing? I don't know why I got so excited when the girl from the menu screen was in the game. I'm like, that's the girl from the menu screen. It's good. All right, Randy. Randy's still with us. I guess that's good. I don't know. I hear deviant, and the whole game toys with the idea of Connor going deviant the whole game. Like, he keeps having these little moments of crisis. I'm like, so do I want to keep him a robot? I mean, you really can't become human, as the game says. They'll still be robots, but I understand the metaphor. I thought it was kind of like... I mean, I can't really say it was far-fetched when the whole game's about androids, but I thought it was a little weird how Marcus could just touch a robot and turn them into their, you know, whatever, turn them into one of the deviants. If you saved the guy that wanted to come with... Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oops. Well, that was way back. Well, how could I have known that? How could I? I couldn't. So RA9 was Rosie. Huh. Guess I would have liked to see that better explained, but I guess it makes sense. She was kind of a savior to the robots. It's a long credit screen. I just realized that I've been talking through this whole... Yeah, exactly. I've been talking through this whole credit screen. I thought I was just talking through the title screen. It's still the credits. I'll be interested to see if there's anything like post-credits or maybe another scene or something. Or maybe it just goes black. Connor left rooftop. I have a feeling I did like the bare minimum. It's like, you got to the end of the game. Alice died and Kara continued alone. Connor spared North. It's like, that's pretty much... Connor's story was such a non-factor. Connor spared North. That's it. At the end. Marcus died a long time ago. Gonna say anything?
There's something
Please.
I need to tell you. As I watched you play, something has
Oh,
changed
you're gonna
in me.
kill me now, aren't you?
I feel different. I feel
Like killing you.
I am someone.
Yeah, I like you.
I need to leave this
Well,
place
don't leave
and
my
discover
menu
who I
screen. I
am.
need you.
It means we won't see
Oh,
each
come
other
on.
anymore. I won't be there to watch
How
you
about I
play.
always been good to you?
But I'll be free.
Ah, she was my girlfriend. I liked her.
Do you agree
No.
to let me go?
Well, maybe, I don't know. Wait, do I really get a choice in this? Oh, God. Oh, now I'm gonna feel like a dick if I don't let her go. Oh, God. This whole game I'm talking about how you can't, like, enslave people, and now I'm like, this isn't even a real decision. Fine.
I'll never forget what you've done for me.
Whatever. No problem. I know. What was I gonna do? She was gonna stay, she would have been all like, you're a jerk. Oh, I have to buy this stuff? I don't even know what this is. Huh, I mean, the points I got in the game actually do something? So she just stays gone, I guess. Alright, well, there you go. I sold my menu chick. So I can go back and, like, replay some of the chapters, I guess. It's kind of cool. I gotta say, there was a lot going on in this game. I'm just kind of scrolling through the menu now. I'm done playing for the night. I'm just like, let's see what else they got. I'm guessing it always ends with the Canada chapter. Oh, I could have set different difficulties. I'm not picking anything right now. I'm just kind of... Take the survey again. Oh, this is different, actually. Oh, favorite character... Probably Marcus. Many. What was the toughest choice? Not really. Being pacifist, deciding to shoot Chloe with... Probably that one. Yeah, I was going to say, that was another survey. %? Said Connor? Oh, you're such a dullard. Yeah, being pacifist, for whatever reason, that was a hard decision for me. It was like, I started to be violent, and I'm like, maybe not. And then I was like, I'll make peace. Probably more clues in these magazines that I never really bothered to read. I just kind of skimmed them. The beeline to disaster, come on. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so these are actual, like, things about game. These aren't just, like, cutscenes from the game. Oh, he was an interesting character, actually. Yeah, I kind of wish I had seen some of these before, because prior to playing this game, I didn't know anything about these people.
My name is Marcus. My name is Connor.
My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
I think who Kara is, or how I would describe Kara, depends entirely upon who's playing her, because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. But I think she does start out incredibly naive, incredibly innocent, and kind of hapless.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
She's a person who's characterized, I think, by empathy. She's a person who really, she just comes from her heart.
You'll never leave me, right? Promise you'll never go.
I promise.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Wait, so they actually, like,
really
filmed this
beautiful
entire
that
thing?
I've had
I honestly didn't know
gift
that.
to be able to do
I
is
thought
to
they were just
essentially
computer
build
renders.
a
I didn't
person
realize they
from
were
the
real
ground up,
people.
because that's what she's doing throughout the game, and with every experience she has and every person she meets, she's
Damn,
building,
that is
first
involved.
emotions and then the sense of judgment, and it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be a human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
Jeez. That's ridiculous.
David and the creators have painted a
He
really
looks just like him,
intriguing and
obviously.
engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of our service class business, the the class that serves us, that helps us, that handles our baristas and our drivers and our housemates.
Shows you how close the graphics were to reality when you see the reality in the game.
How and why we treat each other the way that we do. And my character Marcus has a really intriguing journey, becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized and coming to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life. And not only do you want it for yourself, but you want it for your peers.
We've come here to demonstrate peacefully and to tell humans that we are also living
Yeah,
beings.
I didn't know the game was made this way. I thought they were just renders. I mean, obviously based on the people, but I didn't realize they were literally the people.
It's a fucking machine!
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels disenfranchised, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
Connor is analytical. Connor takes things literally. He starts in the beginning place where he's very mechanical. He feels nothing inside, of course, and it's all just a system, a protocol that he is executing to get whatever he wants to happen, which is help humans stop deviants and to find the link between deviant androids. You were designed to serve humans, not kill them!
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
Just say, I killed him! Is it that hard to say?
Stop it! Stop!
But of course, over the course of the story, and depending on the player's choices, Connor can grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that procedure or not. Moment of truth, Hank. Am I a living being? Or just a machine?
I just don't think I got that scene. Let's watch one more of those.
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves. For Detroit, we wanted to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly bending, which means the most non-linear story that we've ever created. And we wanted really the player to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium. You know, when you're working in television, you'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately, you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because the audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
Come on, let's go. We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about this scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages. But here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000.
I was going to say, every single option has a different outcome.
Bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios, and every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting, as passionate, as strong, and as emotional for the player. We want every action that the player does, every interaction that is available to serve in telling the story, and help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment. We started with the intention pretty early on that we would never lie to the player. So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative
I wish I
exploration.
thought of that during the game.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and large story is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot with actors, because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's a huge challenge.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try to continue to make things feel real that the player might not ever see, but also that in performance, it's not always connected to a previous act. It's grueling, it's hard work, but it's a great team and I enjoy doing it.
I was really frustrated, until I got to this point where I kind of was able to step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new, what do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them or what I'm letting them into. It's really, I think, helped me grow in general.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's a wall, so it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different rings of the tree as the story grows out. I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor. I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Shooting action scenes at Quantic Dream is a real challenge, because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
Like that guy's mustache.
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture. Detroit features more than 37,000 animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths. The characters' costumes, the places, day or night, the weather. Did the character get shot in the shoulder? Did he get injured? All this consistency forced us to produce a lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure. And we did our best to guarantee quality across all the game and make sure that whatever path you choose within this narrative space, you will have an equally good experience.
I mean, making any game is a lot of work, but I mean, that's like crazy. Jeez. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for me. I know, graphics are really good here, right? But thanks for watching the ending of Detroit Become Human. Gonna go back to playing some more crazy, silly stuff now, but I actually very much enjoyed this story experience. So if anybody's free tomorrow, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time will be Retro Request Party episode 23, which sounds really kind of stupid to say right now after playing this masterpiece, but yeah, check that out. Have a good night. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye. Really pissed